QUISI. Ride with me. Riding, chilling in the vibing. You gon' be the reason I be smiling. Hoping that you ride with me. Hoping you come find me. Lonely, out here on my own lane. You gon' be the one that gets to know me. Hoping that you fly with me. Hoping you come find me. Okay, nights in Miami and we cruising with no top. Holding hands up on the armrest while I feet out with no socks. And we just left the beach house, headed out, we bout to shop. On the way playing my EP while the fucking speakers pop. See, you got my heart racing, fuck my pride, yeah, I'm chasing. The love that you give, it can't be found in many places. I've been cheated, don't mean love, but I didn't let that change me. Cause being cold-hearted, that's just something that I can't be. So I felt you off the rip, just couldn't get it off my lips. First time I saw you, had me stuck and scrolling through your pics. Never thought that I'd be touching you. You got me doing flips. Whoever thought a single message would turn us into this? We've been riding, chilling in the vibing. You gon' be the reason I be smiling. Hoping that you ride with me. Hoping you come find me. Lonely, out here on my own lane. You gon' be the one that gets to know me. Hoping that you fly with me. Hoping you come find me. I see two things, baby. One's you, one's me. And no, this isn't science, but I feel the chemistry. Hey, pull up to the spot, the crib, babe. No lie off top, you been bait. Ex nigga real mad cause he didn't stay. Real funny ass nigga, no tempe. So hot, never land. No, we never land. I ain't talking Peter Pan. I be all in the stands. No AC, but I always been a fan. Always been bad, no boost. Always been real, been true. Never let loose. When I say loose, I ain't talking about your hoes. I really love you, but I'm trying to let you know. I know you the one for me. You always on my mind. I can't even go a day without having you on my line. I just feel like we relate. That's why I cannot pass by. I just wanna take a ride with you. Come on, let's take a ride. Riding, chilling in the vibing. You gon' be the reason I be smiling. Hoping that you ride with me. Hoping you can find me. Lonely, out here on my own lane. You gon' be the one that gets to know me. Hoping that you fly with me. Hoping you can find me. Yeah. So I got one question after all of this. You riding?
Yes, I'm riding. Damn right. Yes, honey, yes. Yes, girl. I know, honey. In the name of Jesus, bitch. Hallelujah, bitch. I know. Okay. Settle down, children. Settle the fuck down. Hello, God. Whew, honey. What is the tea, y'all? Yes. Okay, what is the tea? Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Yes God Roundtable. Okay, season 2, episode 2. I apologize for last week again. There was a hefty storm running rampant through the streets of Florida, bitch. And girl, they was not trying. Y'all wasn't gonna have me up here freezing on a bitch. I don't do those games. But yeah, we're back. Okay, the Cats and Meow will be joining us soon. Again, welcome to YB Entertainment. This is the Yes God Roundtable. For those of you that don't know what the Yes God Roundtable is, it is a space created so that we can have meaningful, impactful discussions. Sometimes they may be uncomfortable, but bitch, they're needed, required, and desired in order to build these bridges of unity that our community so desperately needs. Amen. Forgive all the fucking planes. It's been a travel week. That's why Corona's running rampant through the streets now, bitch. Because hoes don't know how to stay home anyway. Yeah, back to building bridges of unity, bitch, okay? So please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell. That way you're updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Make sure you're also attaching yourselves to the Cat's Meow as well. Go over to his channel, support him, his IG, and support him as well. We're trying our best to do things here. Even the Justice League, please make sure you're getting into everything they have going on. We are all moving up, bitch. We're all moving forward. Hello, God. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. There's something I need to talk about real quick. First, let me acknowledge the people that are coming through. Honey, Watermelon Sugar. Hey, boo. How are you? Surprise around the corner. Hey, what's going on, Tamara? So Jeff. Hello. Yes, God. I appreciate y'all for coming through, and I'm sure more people will come through as we, get through the video. Please try to share the stream out and let the kids know what's tea, okay? Let them know what's tea. Because there's a discussion I want to have real quick, and I was going to try to save this for, sorry, I'm looking for my charger. I was trying to save this for a separate video, but I figured since this episode is entitled The Dreamer, I only feel it necessary to have this, conversation with y'all real quick. And maybe you can share this with your children, your sons, your daughters, or just anybody, and just let them know what's really going on. Now, what I mean is, in the past week, we've lost 2 rappers, right? And I'm guessing that was their dream, to rap. Their dream to get out of the mucky moral clays of their projects. Dreams to become more than what their parents were or what their parents could provide for them. More than the constant, perpetual cycle of the unfortunate events that befall our Black communities, right? Especially in these more hard-stricken areas. Because we have hoods, we have projects, and we have ghettos, okay? All of those are different tiers, different levels of struggle, bitch, okay? The hood is okay. Bitches probably own their houses, but they look like trap houses, okay? Amen. The projects, child, you better get it how you motherfucking live. And then you have the ghetto, which is really like encompasses both and is a little bit rougher, in my opinion. And, it's unfortunate that both of these men, King Von and what's the other guy, Mo something out of Texas. And this isn't the first time, we lost XXXTentacion about, a year or 2 ago. Pop Smoke was just getting his start. A lot of these rappers that have, fallen by the sword, and we'll get into that in a minute, obviously powered their hustle in the streets to get them the notoriety and the public FaceTime that they needed to become, artists, to become rappers, that's the goal, right? Even if, look at all the hustles, Young Jeezy did it, T.I. did it. You got a lot of people that have used their street hustle to fund their dream. Whether it's becoming a rapper, whether it's becoming a business owner, like that's just what it is, right? And for these particular ones, they actually live a lot of what they talk about. So I hear a lot of buzz in the streets about, just like who's to blame and all this kind of stuff. Can we be honest here? In the world that I live in the world that I come from, I can't feel bad for someone who lived by the sword and eventually died by the sword. Because karma, and you got to look at their lives. They say King Von rapped about, killing people. And word on the curb, bitch, is that he used to be a young assassin. So can we be surprised? Can we be surprised that he ended up dying the way that he lived? Do you really think, and it happens most when you're on that rise of legitimate success, right? Or what the world considers legitimate success. So now you're finally making legitimate coin. Do you really think that means your demons or the ghosts of your past will not present themselves to you in your good, solid future? Bitch, you crazy as fuck. So I can't feel bad for this. The only thing I feel bad on is the fact that if we as a people and if the fucking government gets off their goddamn asses, then maybe we can live in better situations that don't birth these kind of children, these kind of men, these kind of women. Because at the end of it all, their dreams were taken from them before they could truly live them out. It's really sad when you think about it. Like, I don't feel bad for them as a people, but I feel some type of way about the mechanisms that were put in place eons ago by the framers and by these so-called bitches that, I don't know, the self-delusions of grandeur that made them feel like they can create laws and create spaces. Because when you think about it, ghettos, hoods, and projects, they were created for us. They were created to keep us in far corners, segregated away from, property line values that exceed a certain amount of money. The one percenters. That's what I'm upset about. Because if it wasn't for that system put in place, we probably wouldn't find ourselves, with people, our own people being killed up all the time. And yes, it is something to say about community, but at the end of the motherfucking day, like, everyone dreams to get out. And it was said that right after King Von died, like, his house was broken into and robbed. They're even saying that allegedly some of his so-called friends robbed him while he was laying there in his own blood. You got niggas in Texas on fucking high-speed chases. Girl, what the fuck is going on? So that's just the message I want to send to, anybody out here who is struggling on that front. Life will always come back on your ass. So if you live filthy and dirty, and no matter how many times you went to church after you got successful, or no matter how many times you gave back, because look, King Von gave back a lot to his community while he was living, and y'all gonna steal from that man? That just goes to show you close up and personal, bitch, a nigga don't give a fuck about your ass. You can do for them and do for them and do for them and do for them and do for them. Even he said it himself, as long as you got money, everything's good. People love you and respect you then. So basically, you just openly admitted that you're paying for the love. Girl, please. What's up, Brianna? How are you? Welcome. Welcome, honey. I'm not surprised. I'm sad, though. I really liked him. Yeah, he seemed like a cool cat, man. Like, he really came from some things. And his rapping was on point. He definitely has stories in, his music, and I'm here for that. What's up, Belize? How you doing, baby? I have the unpopular opinion. I get they changed their lives, but at some point, being a stick-up kid, you robbed someone innocent, scared someone's grandmother, or even killed someone. Amen. That karmic effect is going to circle back on your ass. You may not reap that fucking, what's owed to you instantly, but bitch, it can happen later on down the road. And this is again where we find ourselves. Your life has been taken. So, don't be surprised. I mean, it's sad because now again, you bought your way through legitimacy, but now you can't even flourish the way you were going to flourish. And then when you do step into the line of success, it's hard to shake off the old ways of doing things. You know, that's what fucked up a lot of, you know, artists when you think about it. They still think they owe the hood something. Bitch, you don't owe the hood a goddamn thing. You don't owe the hood a goddamn thing, bitch. As soon as you get successful, you get the fuck out. Even Meek Mill used to talk about that all the time. Bitch, I'm on probation. That's the only reason I'm stuck in Philly in this project shit. Because niggas want to kill you. For some reason, that crab in a bucket mentality. And again, you can't wholeheartedly just blame, you know, the individual. You got to blame the mechanisms that were put in place to, you know, force us into that. When you really think about it, that's the only way you cure all that. What's up, Jace? Good evening. How you doing, baby? Hey, YB and Chad. I didn't know him, but it's tragic to hear. Yeah, it is. It really is. Amber, hey, honey, how are you? Brianna says he was in and out of jail since he was 16, and his dad pretty much died the same way around the same age. I really hope this kid's mothers are able to break the generational curse. I mean, it's going to take a long time, but again, like, we have to do that self, you know, repair, that work within our communities and our families and things like that. But really, the ultimate chain breaker will be, you know, restructuring the system. Again, this is titled The Dreamer, and gay, straight, black, white, it don't matter. Like, the dreamer is for everybody. Everyone dreams, everyone aspires to move forward in their life. Everyone, you know, wants more than what they've had. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there are ways to go about doing it. You can't spend your whole life, like Belize just said, and what I was saying earlier, you can't spend your whole life doing wrong. And then once you find yourself on a balanced rock, bitch, legitimately, you think that, oh, all was forgiven? Even Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug and like all of these other people rap about that stuff, like sticking up people and knocking on people, breaking in people's houses and shit like that. Like, girl, eventually, I don't give a fuck how successful you become. You will fall on that very sword you used to live by, bitch. Don't think, hello. And then half of y'all niggas be dry snitching on yourselves by literally rapping what you've done. And although you're an artist and you can claim, oh, this is just art, girl, like, you're gloating about the things that you've gotten away with. Look at King Von, for instance. Yes, he's been in and out of jail since he was 16, but Lord knows he more than likely, on a legal stance, if they were take into consideration everything else, child, he probably should have been in jail and stayed in jail. God kept giving you opportunity after opportunity to get out of there, knowing damn well if you were any other, you know, person, for some reason you'd be having that bad luck to where they would have locked the key on your ass when you were 16. Hence the dreamer losing that ability at all. But I'm here to inspire, and I want people to know that no matter what you've gone through, you should always try to lead your life with some kind of kindness or compassion, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to push you and propel you forward into your destined place. I understand there are things that you got to do. I understand. I know grimy niggas. I know motherfuckers who do crazy ass shit because the system won't allow them to be great. So I get the mentality behind it. I get the need, the requiring, the desire for it. I get it. But you have to try your best to at least live right in some way. And then I don't want you to get shocked when something comes back on your fuck ass later. I have a lot of friends come like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. I'm like, girl, well, don't you do X, Y, and Z? Why are you surprised that Miss Karma came to open up a can of whoop ass on you, bitch? Like, why are you so surprised? Girl. But I will say that you have to look at it. God is giving people opportunities. And when you don't seize them, look, King Von again, I know there's many more out there, but he's the most popular one people are talking about right now. When you look at that, like, you literally were in there. Lil Durk had you under his wing, honey. You were making moves on your own as well. Like, bitch, y'all already got away with killing a nigga in Atlanta, allegedly. You stood down, you held it down, you didn't open your fucking mouth, you stayed silent, got you some good lawyers, and girl, you was out. And the ones that are coming up now, this is a message to y'all. I know what a little old me, y'all probably ain't gonna see my commentary because y'all don't deal with the punks, right? Anyway, even if the wisdom is hitting, bitch, they ain't gonna listen to me any goddamn way. So I just really want to tell people, like, bitch, y'all are really skating on by right now. And you're on borrowed time when you really think about it. Stop all that fuck shit. Stop promoting all that hyperactivity, robbing, killing, stealing kind of mentality. Because you got youngsters that's growing up right now that's looking at y'all like, damn, like, y'all got little ass motherfucking nieces and nephews rapping NBA Youngboy. I'm like, do you even know what the fuck he talking about? Like, you got to be mindful of what you're putting out there. Hence the dreamer. Your ass is going to lose everything. You won't even have the capability of dreaming because you'll be dead. Introducing my co-host, the cat's meow bitch.
Well, I didn't want to come in after that, but hey y'all, how y'all doing? But I guess, yeah, be a dreamer before you are a memory. Hallelujah.
You better say it. You better say it. And sometimes it's good to just sit your ass at home, especially right now. Corona is, let me tell you something, the numbers are spiking. They weren't wrong about this second wave. It's coming, bitch. The night walkers are coming, girl. Look at Jeremiah. God be with him. He is suffering right now in the ICU, girl.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad.
It's horrible. You got to count your blessings. And again, like I said earlier, when God gives you chance after chance, but sometimes you're so caught up in the minutiae of getting away with your shit, you don't realize how blessed you are that you got away with it.
Amen. Hey, Jace. Yeah, it's like you just really have to kind of like take inventory of everything that you have and just be grateful, because if it's not Corona, it's senseless crimes or, you know, just something that's taking us out of here little by little. And it's just, it's jarring. It's scary. It's real. It's fucking real. And I think we just need to wake up. You know, we came together to get this president elected. I think if we can just keep that same momentum and that same fire for justice and equality, not just for LGBT people, but for Black people, for Hispanics, for anybody that is discriminated against. I think, like you were saying, I know, oh Lord, this is unpopular, but when you were talking about the fact that since the Mexicans and the Hispanics go through the struggle, you had no problem with Delicious saying nigga because you felt like she was a part of that struggle. And I think that if we took that mentality and applied it to everybody that's being discriminated against, everybody that's not white, basically, then we would really kind of, you know, even the scales and make this world the place that everybody describes it as being for everyone. Because, I mean, the world that they describe it as exists to some people, but that's not our world. And I think it's time to shine light on that. I think we already have, I feel like I'm talking in circles because we already have shine light on it, but the action is there and then it stops. It's there and then it stops. It's like somebody has to die, then it's like, no more. Oh my God, no more. But in between that story and the next, we're going right back to the normal way of living. And, you know, we've completely forgotten about everything.
I think the thing that sucks about it all is that when I speak of the perpetual cycle, I speak of the fact that perpetual means continuous. It keeps happening. So when I look at us and I'm just like, bitch, we haven't caught on yet, girl. We haven't seen the glory yet. We haven't seen the stars, bitch. We have not seen where our previous generations have failed. It's really just that simple when you think about it. Observation is key in order to change any kind of known behavior.
Right.
And the fact that we're making it so easy for these white, racist, raggedy ass bitches to continue I don't want to keep going down that rabbit hole because Lord knows I threw some passion. Hashtag justice for Juan Charles, bitch, okay? Excuse me, bitch. The spirits, they don't want me talking about this today. You know, God, we will fight against you, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
I just think that it's horrible that we have not yet caught on to the signs. I saw the signs, bitch. That these things are all designed to kill us. And we keep on giving in to the white people because they sit back there like, well, they're going to do the job for us. So we don't really have to lift a finger in this fight anymore.
Right. I agree. And I also think that we've normalized playing inferior. Like, I don't know about you, but I definitely got the talks. For white officers to come up, you just, yes, sir, you just, yeah. Like, I was basically taught to act like a slave if I'm in the presence of any white authoritative figure. Like, that, it's indoctrinated in me now because that's what I was taught. That's what I was told is going to keep me alive. And I think we've normalized that. And then the white people have normalized, well, we're superior. Even if, you know, like people say, hate is taught. And they show so many pictures of like black kids playing with white kids and, you know, different mixtures of kids playing. And I believe that over time, the white person, even if the words aren't spoken, the white child, the white sponge basically picks up on, wait, I'm better than these type of people. You know, like, and it's unfortunate. And instead of checking it and saying, you know what, no, you are no different than this person. This person is no worse off than you. You are no better than that person. They just feed it. So I think.
Well, that's what we get to. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I think what we have to look at too, everyone's been socially conditioned, and that again is through that perpetual cycle that we speak of, even on the elite side. We have this elitist mentality that was created to let us know, bitch, we call people the 1% with the money. We have middle class, poor, and we have the rich. Just by that alone, you're setting the standard, and we know that on those levels, when we check those numbers, black people, people of color, don't touch nowhere near what white people have in their generational wealth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're born with those levels, with those fucked up what's the word I'm looking for? Statistics. That way of thinking. So private school versus public school. That's always been an argument. And then we have charter schools. That's for the middle class.
Right.
Public schools for the poor. Private schools for the rich. And 9 times out of 10, who goes there?
The whites.
You know what I'm saying? So we're born with that mentality. So it's going to take, like I said in previous videos, for any type of adaptation or evolution, it starts within 20 years. So you're talking about a good 100 years, more than likely, of changing that social conditioning mechanism that tells you that, bitch, because you're white, you're right, or because you're black, you're not good enough. It's gonna take a long time.
I agree with what you were saying about the 20-year thing. Like, it may take up to 20 years for us to really see reparations, and not just financial reparations, just like what we deserve. The America we deserve to live in may take 20 years. So that means that as hard as we went to get Joe Biden elected, I sound so country saying that, but as hard as we went to get him elected, we should go that hard for every president to follow. Like, at least the next 3, because we gotta, continue. Whatever he and Kamala were trying to build, we have to find someone that's going to take the bricks and continue laying that foundation. Because, see, what seems to happen is we elect a president and he builds a foundation 4 years. And then when we elect another one, he tears all that shit out. And then, boom, another foundation. So it's like we never get anywhere. We get to this plateau of like maybe like a foundation in the first story. And then before we can get the entire house, somebody knocks it all down and says, no, I want to build it this way. So we need to find a group of people that can say, okay, I like the way you're building this. Maybe put a window here, but I like the foundation. Maybe, make the restroom a little bit wider, but I like the house. You can make changes later, but as long as we are focused on getting people who all want to build the same fucking house, we'll be great. We'll be great, I think. That's just my opinion.
I think too, like, we need to start really holding the Senate more responsible and the House of Representatives and just even cabinet members that come in to start making sure that we get presidents and leaders even Supreme Court justice members, anybody who holds extreme power, hold them to the morality clause. Like they have to. If you're not making decisions that really address the people's needs, and I'm not just talking about I'm talking about the majority, which is poor brown people. If you're not here for the people, then you don't need to be up there. I don't give a fuck about taxes. I don't give a fuck about foreign policy. We need domestic policy that protects us, that gives us more access to things on an equal playing field. Those are our issues. I don't care about a president who only cares about foreign exchanges and different things like that. No, bitch. Fuck everybody else. We got to worry about us right now. Because if we can't get through killing people because of the color of their skin, then we don't have nothing else to talk about, because that's the problem we need to be fixing right now. Because nothing else matters. Because it won't matter. If ain't nobody here to do it, if ain't nobody here to pay taxes, who gives a fuck about taxes if we're all dead? So we need to worry about.
I don't think the goal is for us all to die. I think the goal is for all of us to die.
But but we're the beginning, the middle, and the end. So once we go, they'll all go. They can't survive without us.
Of course, but they don't understand that right now. To them, it's just like they're a problem. They have a power we can't control, so let's end the power by ending their life. And it really just burns them up that people live, posthumously. I know I said that wrong, but they live past their life. People still talk about Whitney. They still talk about Michael. They still talk about Prince. They still talk about John Lewis. People who are dead still get spoken on and in reference. So it's like, you can't really kill us, and that burns them the fuck up. Because who talking about a white person? Living or dead.
Very true. But yeah, that's enough of my rant on all of that, because I just felt like I needed to give that message, especially in the beginning, because it. Anyway, speaking of the dreamer, yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
What is it that you dream? What is it that you aspire? I feel like I've asked this question on the Yes God Roundtable, but we're gonna get more in depth in it. What and in those dreams and in those things, where do you find more inspiration to keep going?
When you say dream,
foundation of your dream first.
When you say what's my dream, do you mean tangible or value wise?
What is your ultimate dream? Like, you can have multiple, but like, what is your what?
But do you mean like tangible, like materialistic things, or like value characteristic wise, like?
Just like, okay, as I was talking about with King Von, they aspired and dreamed to be rappers and to get out of the hood, to support their family and friends and things of that nature.
Okay, in that sense, my dream is to be financially stable. I want to have joy, because happiness, I'm learning, it's a very fickle thing. So I definitely want joy. I want to tap into whatever it is that I'm supposed to be here doing, so that I can fulfill my purpose. Like I know that my purpose is to heal in some capacity, but whatever that is, I want to start doing that, because I feel like in helping fulfill my destiny, I'll feel that whatever that void is, because I don't think it's love anymore, because I get immense love from people. It's just not romantic, but I still feel like something is missing. And I think that is it. Once I put the key in the ignition and, start to do my life's work, that will in turn fill that void. So I definitely want to find out what that is and start doing that. I want to entertain, even though I know that I have a purpose. Me personally, I want to bring joy to people. Like, I want smiles, I want laughter in whatever capacity, whether I'm, on a stage and empowering people, or making them laugh, or they're proud of me because they see me on a movie, anything. I just want to evoke some sort of light in this dark world. I hope that was a good answer.
I like it a lot. That was a great answer. Do you? I guess I'll answer the question too. What is it that I dream?
Please.
I just,
I said, please tell us.
I dream to want more than what I've grown up with. I dream to be so well established to where I can then not donate because it sounds like an obligation, to just give my time freely to helping other people and to healing people and to inspiring people that no matter where you come from, no matter what you've been through in your life, that you can change all of that generational curse bullshit that we always speak of. Children aren't asked to be here. And I feel like it's the duty of parents, it's the duty of village, so to speak, to step in to assure that kids are raised properly and they feel safe. So I definitely want to get into situations that help struggling families, because I don't think parents want to give their kids to the system. I don't think parents want to leave their kids at Walmarts and shit like that. I don't think they want to do that. It's just, again, these mechanisms that have been put in our system that don't see it for the Black family.
Right.
So I definitely want to build a bigger platform to where my voice can really be loud and proud and speak for everyone who feels like, and even the silenced. I wrote this in a comment to someone, and it just came to me as I was writing it to her when did that conversation piece about Juan Charles, and I said that it's important that the silenced have a living tongue to speak for them. And I think that's important. So definitely want to. I dream to get in situations to where I can really touch lives and really do big shit with helping people transform and realize their worth and their power. Yeah, that's what I ultimately dream. And it wasn't until I started my channel that I had realized that could be somewhat possible. But it's crazy how you grow. You're like, damn, this could really be.
Right. I was the same way. I first started my channel and I just did it because I like to do it. Funky didn't even inspire me to start my channel, and I just did. My cousin got on me and I did it. And I remember for sure the reason why I'm here right now on this platform and still being a content creator is because the days where I wanted to quit, the days where I thought I was doing no good at all, I would get random comments from people saying I'm in the hospital, and seeing you and laughing at your video has really just brightened my day. I was depressed and you made me laugh for the first time in months, and I'm just like, me? Like I'm going through it. I laugh at myself because I'm a hoot, but I didn't think that I meant so much to people, and that convicted me. So when I wanted to quit, I thought about that. I would take my breaks and I would, really get my head together and get myself where I needed to be. But I could never leave these people because who's to say I'm not who was sent to save them,
You said a word too. There does come a time in your process where there's, I don't want to say procrastination. I'm just going to say like kind of like how I'm going to tell it to you. We were texting earlier, like I was just kind of like creatively blocked. And that's why I don't like to saturate so much doing YouTube. I know some people be like, damn, 1 week he's on, the next week he's like off. And it's really because you have to let your brain recharge in order for your imagination to run as freely as it does to create the kind of content that we put out. And I think, for me as a creator, sometimes I just need that break to recharge and to rethink. And it's like, I'm not going to serve bullshit. I'm not going to serve foolishness. I want to serve something. Oh, fuck.
It's okay. Have y'all tried that new birria taco? It's BIRRIA. It's like a fried like red taco and you dip it in some sauce. Bitch. If you have not, get to a place. I'm sure everybody has it now. Get to a place in your inner city. Find you some of them goddamn tacos. I don't know if a taco stand has it. I had to go to a restaurant, but those tacos, I don't know, girl. Like I went to this place called Don Lita. She had it, but she that restaurant had it, but I don't know where you guys can find it, but I know it's BIRRIA. Those tacos are so fucking good. So good. Y'all have to try it. And it comes in forms like you can get it in a taco form. I got it in the quesadilla form. Girl, it's good. It's everything.
Sorry about the y'all. I accidentally hit the cord for my camera. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. What was I saying? Shit.
We were talking about like how like our channel means stuff to people and we didn't even really know it.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how I felt. And then it kind of like gets you down when you don't see the numbers or when you don't see that much engagement. So you kind of feel defeated in a way because just like, well, I came out here to touch people as many as I can, but when you have 70 subscribers, it's like, you know, or when you only have 2 views, you know, I remember those days. But you'll be surprised, honey, if you're meant for something, it'll show.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and then realizing too, fuck the numbers, still do you no matter what, because there will be a time in life where people are ready for what it is that you have to offer.
Mm-hmm.
It just may not have been that moment. You feel me? Like people have to grow into situations in order to be able to relate to them. That's why I don't fault children for listening to like wise conversations from old bitches, because it's just like they're not in a place in their life to truly understand the value of what it is that you're saying. So why have that conversation with them? Still do in a way, but you don't have to go. Sometimes I find I'm to blame. Okay, sometimes my nieces, they make me laugh. Sometimes they're like, "Okay, Uncle Ty, you're coming with." You're bitch. Woo, girl. Uncle, here you go with these speeches and shit, and I'm like, girl, whatever. Like, bitch. But they get it now that they're older, you know. But when they were younger, I had to realize, too, like, these motherfuckers don't understand what I'm saying. They're getting their life to appreciate that value of the words given to them. So,
when it comes to kids, I had to learn. First, Brandy taught me something great, talking about her relationship with her daughter. And somebody asked her how she manages to have such a great relationship with Sarai. And she was like, I remember and remind myself that I was once a child. I can't expect her to know everything. That helped me. And then just listening. I let my nieces are older than my nephews. I let my nieces come to me, and whatever level they're on, that's what level I meet them on. So if y'all want to come to me, y'all want to talk some intellectual shit, that's fine. But if you want to, he get on my damn nerves. Well, why the fuck are you with him, sis? Like I meet them where they are. And I think that is what's most important to children, because they just need to know that they matter, that they are heard, and that their voice isn't silenced. Because a lot of times kids are told, you know, stay in a child's place. You know, as a child, as a minor, because I was, you know, a teenager, and I had very wise things to say, and people would not listen to what I had to say because I was so young. And now how can I say this? The way I throw it in people's faces in my family is like, y'all gonna learn to listen to me, because since I was a child, I've been like knowing what the fuck I've been talking about, but y'all weren't listening. So now I make sure that I validate the young people in my life. And if you are not Mariah Carey, girl,
child, I think that it is important that people really every blue moon, like when we talk about like New Year's resolutions and shit like that, like I stopped doing that many millennia ago, honey, because I would just never follow the fuck through. But I think like when you one of the things that I liked about I hate to refer to this, but this particular video, but one of the things I did like about one of the scenes in Chasing Atlanta, the past episode, was when Dominique was sitting down with his boyfriend, and I mentioned this in my review. Them just taking stock and like saying, you know, like, let's move forward and let's try to build and make business and do what the fuck we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on, I saw something.
Right.
How did you find what?
Well, Dr. Heavenly? Are you serious?
Seriously?
For real, girl?
Hey.
That's awesome. Shout out to Dr. Heavenly.
She's actually one of my favorite medicine wives. Is it Medicine Wives?
It's not
Married to Medicine Wives.
But I get it. Well, she's not a medicine wife because she is in medicine. But I mean, well, I guess she is because she's married.
They're both doctors.
Girl, you just like her because she's from Florida.
I like her because she don't give a fuck. she said, well, that's
because she's from Florida.
She don't give a fuck, honey. But yeah, let us know. Is that the truth? Don't be trying to give us a big head, child.
Good girl.
Shout out to the Married to Medicine, honey, because I love me some Quad. I love me some Dr. Heavenly. I used to like Mariah Child before she started her fuck shit.
I like her antics though. I mean, I would never be friends with her, but I love her antics. It's great for the show.
You know, one of the ones I really liked before I really thought that she was just a messy bitch. I used to love Toya.
Toya's cool. I like her relationship with her husband.
Yeah. But see, Eugene gonna get tired one day. He gonna lose all that goddamn weight and look sexy as hell. Oh, her recommendations. Okay, but if we're in the recommendations,
but still, girl, like we're in good company, honey. So
I'm here for it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. But damn, what was I saying now?
You were saying about the housewives. I love Dr. Jackie, but when she was like, "You should know, girl, you barren too."
But see, Dr. Jackie don't play, honey. With her, she comes at you, it's gonna hurt. She doesn't come with the LOL afterwards.
Like it's real, like it reminds me of Phaedra, because it's like you don't catch it till you on the way home. You're like, did this bitch just? Wait a minute, what did Jackie say to me? Like it when you first hear it, you're just like, oh, thank you so much, Jackie. Or, oh, okay. And then once you get your little water burger, you on the way home, you sip your Sprite, you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck this hoe just goddamn say to me? And you be ready to turn around and beat her ass. So with Jackie, it's just like, because I mean, I could be cool with Jackie, but Jackie, you got one motherfucking time to try me.
And I don't know about Dr. Simone. I'm just like, girl.
I like Simone.
I like her, but sometimes you don't have to make everybody goddamn business. You don't have to try to heal every goddamn body. Not everybody can be healed like that. Like that's why people be cussing her ass out.
Whoa, say that again.
I'm yes, bitch, honey.
Oh, okay.
Huh. I'm just saying though, like, girl, calm down. You know, and I used to like her, but like, girl, and then her beat her thing when she with her husband. Wasn't she the one who bought another house on the other end because it was more convenient? I felt like there was just more room for some people to fuck around.
Wasn't that after he cheated? No, I'm saying, didn't he cheat and then she decided we got to live apart? Because I don't keep.
No, she bought the house. Girl,
what?
There was feedback.
Oh,
I could hear myself. It's better now. No, she bought the house because it was easier because of where her job was.
Okay.
Why do I keep hearing myself?
Maybe it's my mic.
Hello? I'm too bitch. I'm a mess, honey. But she bought the house. She bought the house because she needed to be close to her job, and then that's when some of the infidelity started happening.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think your mic is picking me up.
Okay, well, who was Curtis? Curtis belongs to who? Is that Dr. Jackie?
I think that's Dr. Jackie's husband. Yeah, that's Dr. Jackie's husband. And then Cecil is Simone's husband.
I cannot fuck a man on a consistent basis, and his name is Cecil.
Who you telling? Like, I just can't. I know somebody named Cecil. And when I mean he's a grotesque man, I mean...
Curtis barely works, but Cecil?
I hate being live. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that.
I was trying to cover it up, but you just...
Oh, I wanted to say something. I forgot to tell y'all what that song was. The intro, child.
Yeah, what was that? I love that song.
That is Kerry D and KERRY. QUISI is his name. And bitch, when I tell you QUISI.
Yeah, are you saying it right?
QUISI.
That sounds like queso. Like
QUISI. That's what it is.
Casey.
And bitch, let me tell you though, he fine as a motherfucker.
Oh, he is?
Oh, go on Instagram and look him up real quick. Bitch, he is fine, girl, and he can really rap. But yeah, he's under the RM8 Studios, honey. Yes, God, Kerry D and Lyndon James. Hello, Jesus.
Listen, girl, do not judge me. But the first I had heard,
oh, you're breaking up.
I'm breaking up. Me?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hold on.
Okay, ooh, Cecil don't have no job. Child, that's why he was a receptionist at Simone's office, child. I remember that too. I didn't watch that very last season they had. I ended off, damn, I forget actually. That was a long time ago. Yeah. But I was here for it because it was different. Actually, bitches out here doing things. Hello, God. Oh, you're definitely right, so Jeff. The husbands and the wives have really more better. Bitch, ain't he fine? Yes, I'm telling you. Oh, so Jeff, I know you. You are quick, so Jeff. Child, I know that's right. He went and found him already. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check it out. He has a project out on all streaming platforms. I think it's like 4 or 5 songs. And bitch, get your life. Get your life. I see what Kerry D and Lyndon was talking about, child. I'm here for it.
Don't do that, because I got it.
What?
Nothing.
What happened?
No, nothing.
Who?
Nothing. I got
what
it.
What do you see? Tell me.
I got it.
The cream conversation?
It's
I don't mind it.
Girl, we talking about dreams. What the fuck?
We can dream the cream. I'm just playing. You gotta catch the kitty box for that, baby.
Girl.
Oh, which actually comes out tonight, right? 10?
Yeah, tonight at 10.
Tonight at 10, the kitty box, child, episode 8?
7. Yeah, last week was 6.
Okay. Rihanna said, "Is this after dark?" She said, "Girl, I ran."
Exactly, girl. Like, but no, he was fine. He was fine.
Yeah, y'all get into it because I'm here for that.
Oh, that's what I was trying to tell you. That Fluid Out song, the first time I had heard it was when you played it. Bitch, I have not stopped listening to it since.
Ooh. I love it. I love the City Girls. That album is really good. It's really good. I like it.
Miami, I hold it down for you, girl, because you held it down for the group and you got that group to where it was when JT was in jail. But that bitch JT, that bitch can fucking rap. That bitch can fucking rap. I always love her verses. In Pussy Talk and in Fluid Out, I was just amazed. Because if you hear, Young Miami, you thinking, oh, okay, it's just some little girl, some little cute in a club. No, that bitch is rapping. For real. And I'm here for it.
I love them. When I hear them, I hear 1998 Trina. That's what I hear. When I hear them, I get, because you know I'm from Florida, so I rep that shit all day long.
Yeah.
But bitch, like when I hear them, like I immediately go back to that Baddest Bitch album. Like I hear the influence. I love it. And they got a bunch of other songs coming. They did a song with Mulatto that I really like. I think it's called In and Out. Ooh, bitch, get your life. Get your life, honey. In and Out is everything.
Brianna, there's a city girl in City Girls that can rap. You ain't gonna ever hear me say the City Girls are my favorite rappers. But that fucking JT,
I don't know, because I think, let me tell you, I think JT brings that raw, like natural lyrical vibe. But then you have Miami, who brings out that sedity nature, kind of like how Trina is. Like,
but
bitch,
for me, I can't get past the way her vernacular, the way she talks.
That's what makes her so eclectic. That's what I love about her.
Because it's not like it's like she's not even rapping. It's almost like she went on live and was like, bitch, I'm being that for this walk. And I'm just like, you ain't got no, everybody who talks has a rap voice too. Like, hey Sherrod, Dream Dog talks like this, but rap like fucking Lil Kim. You know, like Misha like, and let me say like this, and then she get to singing. So it's like people voice
public service announcement. Dream Doll, is that Dream Doll or who? The bitch from Detroit?
Mulatto?
No, not her.
So it must be Dream Doll.
It might be Dream Doll. Bitch, I'm gonna need you to get it together, because I heard some of your like freestyles and you were the shit, but your album sucked ass, bitch. That album was grotesque. And you be all on Twitter with them Twitter fingers, girl. I'm gonna need you to shut. Oh, that's Cash Doll. Thank you, Brianna.
Cash Doll.
Cash Doll's who I'm talking about. She needs to get it together, because that album was off with its head, bitch. Return to Sender.
She put out an album?
Yes, it came out like this year or last year sometime, and it was trash. It was trash.
Flo Millie is that girl. Watch her videos on YouTube. She got like 8 or 9 like mini music videos on YouTube. Love her. You would like her music. She real raunchy like the City Girls.
I'd have to look it up there, because I'm in the Mulatto phase. I'm living for her. The only thing, message to Mulatto, I saw, if you see the In and Out video, and she did another video, because I think she's doing some stuff with Gucci Mane now. And bitch, when I tell you, it's really coming off very Nicki Minaj. Girl, the original, do your own thing, because a lot of the inspiration for the outfits and shit like that, bitch, I'm gonna need you to get it to motherfucking together.
But her fucking BET hip hop performance, the hip hop awards, when that bitch performed at Magic City, she fucking did that shit. She did that. City Girls did that shit too. They performed Pussy Talk.
And I need women to realize, I know that sex sells, but you don't have to sell all of it. Amen. You don't have to put it on sale, every piece for sale. You don't have to do that. Like, you can, if you can't come in like a lyrical genius and be respected on that foundation alone, don't let these directors and producers and these A&R representatives try to tell you to change your look up to be more appealing sexually. No, because Mulatto, you have lyrical power, bitch. Megan Thee Stallion, you got lyrical power. Cardi, not so much, because not so much. I love me some Cardi B, don't get me wrong, but she don't write her own raps though. She might write some of them, but she don't write all of them. She even admitted that. Most of her team helps her with that shit. But she kind of does have to, which I'm here for. She does it right, in my opinion.
But you also have to consider the fact that some of these rappers want to look like this. If you listen to what Mulatto is saying, it matches the aesthetic of her look. Now, if she's looking too much. If she's doing colored hair and doing all them Nicki Minaj stuff, then yeah, that's a reach. But as far as her looking sexual and sexy and revealing, Mama talks like that. She raps like that.
No, just something came into my head. It was, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes it just takes away from the artistry of it all. Like you can get out here, and if Lauryn Hill wasn't smoking whatever the hell she was smoking, she could come out here with her dreadlocks and her damn African attire, bitch, and serve you lyrical genius. You know what I'm saying?
On time.
Now, if you told her you were going to pay off all her debts,
I'm just saying, if we want her to perform at the inaugural ball, we should have told her around Halloween to start heading this way.
And really, B, that's the exact reason why I don't fuck with a lot of rap now, because of that. Because I come from a time where you sat down and you wrote your raps, or it came from the head.
Yeah.
Like, I don't respect, that's why I used to love Jadakiss. I used to love
everybody. All the rappers back in the day could sit in front of a microphone and go for minutes and bars and just go, because they had it up here. Like, I don't know where what y'all do down in Florida, but from where I'm from, niggas would literally like find an instrumental, and it would be a circle of niggas, like a mic toss, just boom, 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 just flowing. They call it flowing down here, just flowing for hours, smoking and just walking around, just going. It was a passion for these dudes. So I think the kids now just see it as a quick come up. They see that their favorite artist has gotten all the chains and got all the monies and got all the girls, and they want it too.
Oh yeah, definitely. In Florida, it's more of it's kind of the same thing. I remember sitting when I was in middle school and high school, a group of niggas used to sit at the lunch table and just do the
with a pencil,
do all of that, yeah. And just be jamming, and like you might have some people that might just come in real quick and hit the flow. In the
background, my little oohs and ahs, because girl, I want to be a feature. Okay. Yes. Yeah. It was an event. It was so fun.
That's so true. That is so true. Man, those were the days, man.
Oh, really? B said it's not true.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. What?
Billy B said that Jay-Z and Kanye were writing for other people back in the day.
Oh, I'm quite sure of that. Hell yeah, that's what the coin is anyway. Some of these motherfuckers, especially like the Lloyd Bankses of the world, child, and that whole G-Unit crew, you can already tell, girl, like, no. They were taken from...
And then, like, back then, when people were ghostwriting, they were still writing according to their own cadence. And a lot of times, they would reference the track. So the person who they were writing for would rap just like the person that was writing the record. So I'm pretty sure if we go back and listen, we can kind of pick out which songs are written by who.
Now, one of my all-time favorite rappers, people might be surprised at this, but the lyrical god, in my humble opinion, will always be Big Pun.
You know what? I remember Big Pun because he had performed with Brandy at the 1998 Soul Train Lady of Soul Awards. They did Sit on Top of the World. Another Dark Child remix. Big Pun. Brandy, Brandy, Ray J. Big Pun, say what? But that's it. That's all I know about Big Pun. And he's dead, right?
For child, his big ass. The doctor told him, girl, you need to be healthy. And he was huge, girl. My 500-pound or 600-pound life would have had a field day with him. But he definitely was told to lose weight. I think he ended up having a heart attack.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm not. Miles, yes, you are. I'm not upset with you, baby, but this isn't the place. Despite what the head bitch in charge has to say. The Yes Guy Roundtable is not what we talk about fucking creaming. So if you want to talk about creaming, meet us on episode 5 of the Kitty Box Podcast, because it's not that. That's why the Kitty Box Podcast is not on the YouTube platform, because this ain't that. So yeah, I mean, but girl, we could talk about it, just not here. Love you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, because this space is like really created for like, different discussions. Now, hey, we talk about it now. Every blue, when different situations.
How many licks, Miles? That is the title of the episode. Go and listen to How Many Licks. And I think we don't talk about creaming in that episode, but I'm pretty sure most of your questions are going to be answered by YB because, girl, it was so raunchy. I had to get a disclaimer before the episode even started because it was just, oh, it was NC-17. So yeah, make sure if you have Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever, Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, it don't matter. Search the Kitty Box Podcast and how many licks is your episode?
Please do. Y'all please support the platform. You know, we put our heart and soul into a lot of these things, and just knowing that people are listening and sharing the content, it means so much. And you will always get something in everything that we do.
Yeah.
You'll always walk away, whether it's just you got a laugh for the day, or whether you learned something, or whether you didn't want to learn something, but you still did.
But you did, okay? But you goddamn did. And what's so crazy is that, I don't know about you, YB, but a lot of times when I listen back, because I listen with everybody else, I always learn something. If not from you, from my damn self, I always learn something and take like a little nugget away from that conversation and apply it to my life. Because, and YB has said this countless times, by the time the episode comes out, we don't even remember what was said on said episode. And I'm the one editing, and I'm just like, what? Like, it's just, it's crazy. And even with me editing the episode, when it comes out, I'm still hearing things that I didn't catch when I was editing. And it's quite an experience. And I got to talk to you about season 2 as well.
I'm here for it. The dream again is just expansion and moving forward and creating content that's bigger and better and meaningful, more impactful. You know, and the only way to make that possible is, you know, getting the people involved. The more people that listen, the more people that watch, the more people the message can. Same way y'all get y'all life. Don't be so selfish, bitch. Let other people get into the minutiae. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Experience what it is that you experience, because I forever get DMs, comments under the videos, referring to everything that, you know, we do, and it's just like how. First of all, thank you. But second of all, like to hear that how impacted people are by it, it means way more than you could ever know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way more than you could ever know.
Because we really just, I mean, we do it for y'all, but we really just do it for us because it's an outlet. You know, we want to talk about these things, but we understand that dealing with professionalism, there is a time and a place for everything. But we wanted to talk and, you know, express and just get that out of our systems. And the fact that we are able to do it, I don't know about you, YB, but if it was just 2 listeners, me and you, I would be happy because we finally did it. You know, we put our minds to it, and this was really quick. Like, I decided I wanted to do it, and the next week we were recording and, you know, doing our first episode, and it's quite an experience. You know, like, we've learned so much about podcasting and just about the radio format in this experience, and yeah, it's great. So I really would hope that you guys listen, but listen as if you don't even know who Kat and YB are, so that you can really just get an experience, because it's almost like we turn into different people. I know for me, I exposed so much. Like, I really just opened my heart and just kind of like lay it all out, because you never know who you can help. And it's crazy how, you know, YB and I are friends, but when I open up and he opens up, we are even more connected because we're like, oh my God, we have that in common too. Like, you never know what somebody else is going through. So it's really a great listen. And it's not too long. We ain't trying to take up all our time. We ain't giving y'all these long ass G status ass things. We are hitting it and we are quitting it.
Yeah, definitely get into y'all will definitely get your lives. Like, and it's like personally helping me too. Like, even though I'm a commentator and I've been doing this for a while, y'all don't realize that I'm a loner. So you get a real piece. Like, these are real stories, real situations, real experiences. So you get a real piece of who we are as people. Yeah. And again, not just on the podcast, not just on our individual platforms, but like any person that comes up on your screen, fellow Justice League members, anybody comes up, like in some way, you're getting a piece of us, and that helps us because I've come out of my shell more. through the years. I'm a little bit more talkative. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a therapy. Like Kat was saying earlier, it's definitely a therapy. And it's an outlet that is needed, required, and desired because I'm a crazy bitch. And if I didn't have this to take up my time or to have something to dive into, God only knows the minutia of bullshit that I would be getting myself involved in, honey.
Yeah. I know that y'all were probably wondering what I was just doing. I know my neighbor downstairs, and that bitch is playing Step in the Name of Love by R. Kelly, so I had to cuss that bitch out and say, how dare you play a rapist, and I'm trying to film a goddamn show. And then she took her broom and hit her ceiling, but it's okay. I'm gonna get that bitch when this shit is over.
God, honey. Yes, God. Here I go with What do I want people to take away from like everything is just when you see this kind of community and camaraderie, I really hope that people take that away and apply it to their life because that's the only way we can heal ourselves and heal the wounds of the past and all that kind of shit by truly trying to come together. I know I live in this Mother Teresa world, but I really hope. Huh?
Sometimes. Because sometimes you be ready to cut a bitch's throat, and I'll be like, can you chill? Please, Lord. Because when I had got robbed, you was ready to, and it was $10 fucking.
Bitch, let me tell you something. If money was no object and I was that bitch, me and my private fucking plane would have been there in 5 seconds. I would have did like Christian Grey did with Anastasia Steele. I don't know if you read the books or seen the movies when like all that shit was happening. He was able to track the stalker's location, honey. I would have tracked him down, had the bloodhounds from the Game of Thrones eat his ass the fuck alive, bitch. All over $10 motherfucking dollars. Because it's not about the $10, it's about the motherfucking principle, bitch.
Yeah, it is. It is. Lord.
Fuck that. Like, and that's the Capricorn. We ride and we die for our people, honey. But I try my best and to keep that girl at bay because when she's released, child, it's hard to put her back in her motherfucking cage. Because ultimately I am a splendid flower of love and tenderness. Okay?
Did you
Just splendid.
Mother Teresa, everyone.
Just splendid. Oh, when you watch Blythe Manor, you'll know what I mean by when I keep saying just splendid.
I gotta find time for that because you told me that the first couple of episodes were boring, so I have to prepare for that.
I'm not gonna say boring. It just takes, most like horror film. Well, not okay. It's not really a horror situation. It's a haunting, but it takes time for you to get there. And really, the conversation is how you're gonna get the end. Because I'm like, girl, what the fuck is going on in this bitch? And then I had to rewind it a couple times. Like, oh fuck, I wasn't paying attention. So just definitely pay attention. That way you'll be able to get it. Because the ending, bitch.
It's only 8 episodes?
Yes, but you don't need no more after that.
It's hour-long episodes?
I don't think it's a full hour. I think it's like 45, 50 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Some might be longer than others, but they get right into it. And for only 8 episodes, you don't feel like you missed anything. You're actually happy it's over with.
Okay.
Because it's just too much. It's just too much.
Have you?
I don't even know who that is, girl. We don't know her. In the words of Mariah to Jennifer.
What's his name? Who's girl? No, we don't know who that is.
Shit. I feel like there was something.
Oh Lord, there's gonna be a live about us because something tells me this is gonna get back to him.
I'm not worried about none of that, honey. You need a platform first.
How many people are here today?
More than 5.
I thought it was 2.
Oh yeah, my bad.
It was 2. Mhm. That's your norm, 2.
But hello, I don't know how to pronounce Yalo Major.
There you
I
go.
haven't seen you before, but welcome to the platform, honey. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share.
Okay, and on a serious note, we know the answer is no, and we know that you probably will never. But for the people, why? Because I know that we are all for like forgiveness and coming to a common ground and talking. But for this matter, you're not. So explain to the people why there will never be a reconciliation between the two of you.
Well, me and Jennifer Lopez, the reason we don't see eye to eye is because one of hers is missing. And so it's hard for her to keep her eye on the real prize, which is getting your motherfucking life together and really not worried about what other people are doing and worry about yourself. See, the whole success happens when you focus on self and you're a genuine, natural, caring, compassionate individual and not some self-serving narcissist. The reason why it will never happen is because the same way a narcissist never has the ability to learn the error of their ways is because they think they're always right. They only see the world through one lens, and that lens is 95% wrong because they're only self-serving. It's hard to see the forest through the trees when you are a blind, dumb bitch. And when you never accept fault. And I know these words are uncharacteristic of me, but I have no choice but to say those things because they are true to my best belief in how I feel and my experiences in this life by observing people like that. I will not come to you speaking of things that I don't know. I come to you speaking of observations and life experience. I've met people like that before. There's no dealing with them or reasoning. When you give criticism or when you, because back in the day I probably wasn't as even keeled as I am now, but when you show a particular caricature of who you are and people judge that, because that's what our job as reviewers is to do, is to judge what it is that we're seeing and give a full authentic perspective of what the fuck is transpiring. So when we do that and you guys get mad and get in your fucking feelings, then watch what we're watching. Take yourself out of it, as I always say. No one can never say I never give a disclaimer. Watch what we're watching and take yourself out of it. But guess what? It's hard for people to do that because they're so caught up in themselves. So when you remove the personal variation of what's happening, you can judge it the same way that we're judging it. I judge myself all the time. You think I'm going to get up here in the world and fucking get on a pedestal or get on a platform and speak these things and I haven't done the work myself in my life? Even sometimes as I'm doing things on YouTube and I'm speaking wisdom and shit like that, sometimes I end up learning something after that. Like we talked about the kitty box. Sometimes we look back and like, damn, we said that was impactful. Oh, damn, what Kat said was impactful. Oh, damn, what YB said was impactful. Like we're learning as we're going too. I accept those things in my life. Knowing, see, you develop a God complex thinking you know everything. The day that happens is the day that can't no one talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to ever say that there's never going to be a reconciliation there. I just don't think that he'll ever be able to bow down to the Queen's justice and be humble enough, amen, to say the words, I apologize.
True.
So I'm good. Life goes on, in the words of Tupac, child. Hello, God. Life goes on. It moves on. That child's not in my rear view. That child's not nowhere near there at all. Again, work on self, growing, becoming better, whatever floats your boat, girl, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Speaking of narcissists, I'm not gonna say too much because he hasn't made an announcement yet, but there is a nice project coming that I'm not involved in, YB isn't involved in, but we are supporters of. And that project is coming out very soon, and it deals with narcissists and narcissism, and it's a book. And I'm excited to read it. I'm excited for y'all to know who it is, who the author is, because y'all actually know him. Y'all just don't know that it's him who's doing this. And I just want to say, as a friend, I'm really proud of him because I know it was a struggle, and I know that this was something that he wasn't sure he was going to see all the way through, and he did. And I'm extremely proud of him, and I cannot wait for the book to be out. But when we were talking about narcissism, it made me think of it.
Yeah, definitely. I've actually started reading it. So far, so good. I think it's going to be a hit. I like it. And writing, God, Jesus, takes a lot of your time up.
It does. It absolutely does.
And then you have to relive those experiences too, especially if you're writing nonfiction. So, and basing things on your life, it's an emotional process. So, I appreciate him for finishing and getting it done. So far, I like it. It's a pretty good read. And it's also educational at the same time because I think we end up dealing with narcissists in our lives. Maybe we were the narcissist at some time. Because I'm not going to lie, bitch, there was a time where it was my way or the highway, bitch. But I don't really know if that's really classified as narcissism. I just call it being a Capricorn, bitch. But yeah, I can't wait for you guys to get into that project. We do plan on interviewing him and having him on the platform so we can talk to him. Again, I want to also say this, like on the channels and especially the Yes God Roundtable, I want to start promoting people who are either entrepreneurs starting a business or authors. If you have something going on that is positive and you have a story attached to it and it's inspiring, please feel free to DM us. Please feel free to email us. We're very accessible and we do our best to reply as soon as possible. A lot of the supporters in the building can attest to, I'm heavily active on Instagram. Kat is heavily active on Instagram. So if you don't get us by hook or crook, you'll get us by motherfucking Instagram, bitch. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So make sure you're letting us know because we'll have some things coming really soon that are going to highlight those special moments because I think people need their flowers while they're here.
Yeah. Speaking of flowers, if you are like me and you may, want to host like an extravagant holiday, but bitch, you can't really just cook all that well, hit up my girl Jace Ambition. When I say Jace is throwing the fuck down, now, depending on the blessings that take off in my good Judy's life, he may not be available. But definitely hit him up, check him out. Ambitious Cuisine. His food is amazing. And not only is it amazing, it looks beautiful. It looks good. It looks attractive. It's just a nice presentation. And I think that if you want to host, I don't know if he got Thanksgiving specials going on, but bitch, hit him up just to see. Okay? And you better strike while the iron is hot. Because around this time next year, it may be double, maybe triple the price.
Bitch, let me tell you.
Just saying.
But let me just say this for everyone, though. Definitely shout out to Jace and everything that he has going on. Y'all better get into it, especially if you're in the state of Texas, or was it Dallas or Houston? Dallas, Texas. He does amazing events, but please don't come with the broke people attitude. Don't come with champagne taste, but you have a beer budget, bitch. Okay? And when we are supporting Black business, I want to say this too. Don't think you always gonna get a discount or get the hookup. How do you think people become prosperous and successful? You gotta.
Look at it this way: when they go to the grocery store, do you think they are trying to bargain for the materials that they need to make your goddamn dinner? If the lobster costs $20, do you think they're gonna get it for $10 just because they are a chef? No, they gotta pay full price. So why can't you?
Very true. So please, I know that there's that stigma on us, but we've been living up to it sometimes. I'm not saying all of us, but a vast majority of us be trying to be like, oh, can I, bitch, and how do you expect someone to be able to, build their brand or build their shit if you always looking for a handout.
Exactly.
No, bitch. If you and look at it this way, well, that's going into too much, but look at you, Miles. Okay, you a horny motherfucker.
Miles, you out of time out. 300 seconds was a long time, wasn't it? You know what? Hit them up, girl, because you may just. How old are you? See, sometimes they be all. See, just as soon as I want to give you some fucking leeway, here you go. Sometimes.
Well, the thing is with overpricing is you got to think about it. The time and the energy and the effort it goes into preparing a meal for someone, especially if you're coming with that bougie shit, like you want crab and crab dip and you want shrimp and lobster and all that kind of shit. Like you got to really think about that shit's cost, the time, the effort, the energy. Like you're getting a personal touch. You're not getting a restaurant touch where you're just a number and you're ordering from the same menu they've had for the past 20 years. You're getting specially made food presented right in front of you. So there's obviously going to be a markup on that. It's not cheap, baby. It costs to be the boss, honey.
Amber, you said you're going to start selling food and starting your cookbook. What?
Amen, girl. Do your thing.
I want to know for somebody, and I'm laughing because y'all have heard me say this all the time, the Yes God crew. For somebody who is not that great of a cook, what's something that is easy, that's going to be in your cookbook, that is easy for me to make that I can't fuck up? That I want to know. I want to know.
You know what the key to cooking is, though? And I think that a lot of people don't say this enough. If you don't know how to cook, yes, you can teach yourself, but it's more about feeling. I learned that when I worked at a bakery in Atlanta, all those years ago, that even baking is more about feeling. Yes, it's about instruction, but you also have to feel your way through it in order for it to come. So again, like I always say, what do you want in your mouth? What are you tasting today? And that is how you're going to build your flavors. Do you want spice? Then of course you want some peppers. Then of course you want some hot sauce. Of course you want some different types of seasoning that are going to complement that spicy feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey Casey, how you doing, baby?
Hey Casey, squash casserole. I said simple.
I mean, yeah, that's like I need more of like a DIY Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Give me like a broccoli cheese rice situation, a baked mac that I can't fuck up, just a smothered dish.
Really?
And Amber, we're not talking about whether or not Miles is straight. Girl, I need to know I need a man, Amber. Tell me how to cook.
But Miles is 23 though, honey.
That wasn't for me. That was for, oh yeah, you're not gonna make it. I like it all.
He like everything. He don't discriminate. All right. Miles was hitting on Lyric J yesterday. Jamil, he was hitting on everybody. I'm like, honey, you got
to discriminate amongst men because we ain't seen you hit on a woman. That is simple. Oh my God, just fix a ham sandwich, below. Bitch, let me tell you something now. We're not gonna relegate me to no ham sandwich. I mean, at least give me smoked turkey, sweet mesquite, like a ham sandwich. I can do. You know what? This is my fault. I can cook. I am just not. I'm not Patti LaBelle. I'm not Jason Ambitious, bitch. Like I can't do all the ones and the twos, but I can fix a meal. I have shown YBENTTV. Oh, child, let me not, because if he come back and be like, well, girl, the meal look questionable, we gonna fight and have to end live. But I have fixed meals, Well, at least when he come over, Amber, you gonna know how to fix a meal. Well, I don't know how to fix a meal too, but I want to know how to fix something different. I have like a signature dish that I cannot cook all the goddamn time. Okay, I can surprise him once, but after that, I'm stuck. But I still want to know what dishes to expect in this cookbook. What is Yes, Young Rich, I can fix chicken, baked, fried, in a crock pot. I don't know what style that's called, but slow cooked. So I can cook chicken.
Yeah, as long as you got an oven, a slow cooker, or shit, even an air fryer, you should be able to cook. Everything is really about seasoning. Cooking, the timing of laying something out is perfect, but it's really about your seasoning.
I got my seasonings. Well, I actually just seasoned some chicken now, and it's just like marinating in the fridge, just like sitting.
Add some butter to that bitch while it's in the cooking process, just to capture the moisture. I do that to every meat that I cook. I always add a little bit of butter to it,
Mm-hmm.
especially if I'm baking, because baking takes away, that even.
Yeah.
And I don't like to fry a lot because when you fry food, it actually takes away your seasoning. So I don't really like to fry a lot of food. So what I may do is just sear it on the stove first to
Mm-hmm.
lock in some of that, and then I'll put it in the oven. But I
Yeah,
love.
I can do a little something. I can cook chicken. What? Am I live? No, I'm at work. Thursday. First of all, 3 p.m. is not evening. That is afternoon. Evening is like 6 between 8, but probably not. Are you going live or something? If you're going live, I could just catch the replay, or I can catch it live while I'm at work. But yeah, I can cook chicken, pork. I can do a mean meatloaf. This boy who I don't fuck with no more told me how to cook. I mean, really, I can really cook a mean meatloaf. I make this bomb ass rice. It's like Asian style rice with chicken breast in it. Yeah, I can do that really good. I can cook some bomb ass tacos. Who can't cook spaghetti? So yeah, I can survive. I want to be called when people are doing Thanksgiving meals. I want people to be like, "Oh, can you fix this, cat?" Nobody really. I mean, some stuff like the rice, the barbecue chicken, certain things I make people do request more of, but I want to be revered in the kitchen, honey.
Okay.
I can do it. No. I don't need you to do it specifically for me. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, if you was just gonna go live, yeah, that's fine. But you don't have to do it specifically for me. Like, girl, I want to learn how to cook, but girl, I can just wait till your book come out. If it's not so expensive, because you know how what's his name say? Y'all hoes be like an overcharge. Miles.
Okay. All right. Hello, Danny Upkins. How are you? Welcome back.
Watch Stovetop Kisses and Cooking and Grilling with AB on YouTube. AB. Now, I did watch some Cooking with Aisha videos, but Cooking and Grilling with AB. Okay.
Yeah, she has good recipes. Cooking with Aisha.
I love
Aisha. Used to, like, if you want quick, easy meals too, like go back into the Rachel Ray vault when she did her 30-minute meal specials on Food Network.
Mm-hmm.
She has some really good recipes too. But obviously, and I like her too because she's a white woman. She don't shy away from seasoning. Some white people think salt and pepper is all you got to add to a dish. Girl, please.
I don't have an air fryer yet. I just got a NutriBlend. I have a slow cooker, but I'm still trying to, because I don't like clutter. I don't like busyness. So I need to find a place to put all this shit so that when I'm done using it, I can put her up. I don't need a whole lot of objects on my counter. But yeah, I'm looking into an air fryer and a deep fryer too, because I love cooking shrimp and fish. I love it.
Okay. Okay. I'm tired, and I have some things to do. So, yes, God, honey. I appreciate y'all for coming through. This really took a turn, but I love it nonetheless. Natural, organic is best.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all coming through, supporting the platform, being here, and being as engaging as you guys are. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell. That way you're updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. The Kitty Box will be coming on tonight.
Tonight, y'all got an hour and 20 minutes. As a matter of fact, right now, go and follow Kitty Box Podcast on Instagram. We start a countdown every Sunday to let you know you have an hour, you have 30 minutes, and now we're live. So just make sure you stay updated. Watch our Insta stories, and you'll find out more information that way. Just keep yourself connected tonight's episode is called A Whole New World. We talk about the continuation of our conversation dealing with politics, how we would see America if we were to run for any type of office. And I think we threw some fun in there talking about if we lived in the world of Aladdin and we had our own genie, what 3 wishes would we want granted for ourselves? So it's a really educational, stimulating, but lighthearted episode. So yeah, you guys got an hour and 20 minutes. So put the kids to bed, take your little bath, feed their little bad asses, watch a little show, and then get you a little wine glass and a little blunt together. That's your style, and get ready to meet with us tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yes, God. And also, you just go to the search engine and whatever streaming platform you have to go to podcast, and then just put in the kitty box, and it'll come right up. Yes, God. Do you have a link?
No, just go to Instagram and just go to Kitty Box Podcast. Our link is there.
Can they just click it from here if I put it in?
The Instagram link?
Yeah.
Yeah. Instagram.com/Kitty Box Podcast.
I gotta put all that in there? I can't just put at kitty box?
Yeah, but I mean, that's not going to be the link, honey. If you want them to click that link and go straight to the website.
I'm thinking about Instagram because, when you add anything, it becomes a link, an instant link.
Right. This ain't Instagram, though.
Okay, my
bad. You can't do that. Miles, what you trying to say? I can cook, too. What?
Child, I was actually trying to shoot his shot. He wants to cook.
With me?
I don't know, with just anybody, child.
No, I'm lost. I thought he wanted somebody else in the chat. Oh shit. Jace. You can't cook better than Jace though, sis. I'm letting you know that now. So go ahead and let go of that competition. If you're gonna get with Jace, just give up the cooking. You pick up something else to do. But you're 23, so we gotta see how you moving. You 23, baby. We gotta see how you moving and shaking. You still wet behind the ears.
Okay. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Again, continue to dream. Continue to inspire. Continue to do good things.
All right. You're going to end the episode with this. And we said very little about dreaming.
Just trying to bring it all back around.
Girl, get into the minutiae.
Okay. I want to say at the end of every Yes God roundtable, I like to end it off with a quote. So let's quote, shall we? This doesn't have anyone attached to it. It's just an inspirational quote. It says, "To the dreamer, never let it be said that to dream is a waste of one's time, for dreams are our realities in waiting. In dreams, we plant the seeds of our future." Amen. I'll say it again for the kids, not in the back. For the dreamers, never let it be said that to dream is a waste of time, a waste of one's time, for dreams are realities in waiting. In dreams, we plant the seeds of our future. Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah, bitch.
Okay, for real. All right, guys, that's it. And we're out, child. All right. We love y'all. Thank you so much.
Blessed but never stressed.
Okay, yes, God, honey. And well, we'll say that for another time. There's some things coming. We'll deal with that.
Yes, there are. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
I wish we had like some outro music, honey, to go.